wait, I have to stop you. Because in this time, there's songs that you released that changed gospel as we know it. Remember the super collabo, Mr. Boo? That song. Kaberere.
At that time I was struggling.
You're struggling. Then what about the other one? Mungu Baba, yeah.
Now that's when things are. Now I want to go there.
Okay. Kabla, you go there. Let's talk about the collabo that changed the gospel industry completely. That collabo, again, it had you, Christine Della.
Yes.
Kaberere.
Yes, Mwamba.
Mwamba. Mwanga.
That was an interesting story because I remember Mr. Boo called me and he was like, I want you to come to the studio. Not Mr. Boo. Mose. Yes. Mose called me. He was like, I want us to do something because at that time everyone wanted a collabo. Because you guys used to call me the king of collabo at that time. So everyone wanted a collabo. So we went to the studio. The owners of the song was Mose and Mr. Boo.
Or both of them owned it.
Yes.
Deal with the drama.
Now the problem was, I remember even that day in the studio, Arkeali wafukuza kwa studio. Their verses were whack. Arkeali akamwambia, no. You can't bring these guys to the studio and you guys can't even write a song. Go home. Go write it again. So as we recorded our verses, and our parts tukaenda. Yeah. But now they came later to record.
The owners of the song came
later. It was so funny because I remember Cabs was really passionate about music. Yeah. Really passionate about music. Really passionate. So that is a song that it did well, but at that time it helped the guys who
collabos.
Yes. But for us, someone like me, Ndela, and Cabs, I don't think it really helped us in any way.
May I look at it differently? It helped the people who featured. It didn't help the owners of the song. Because the owners of the songs walikuwa down.
I never performed. You see, for me, I never performed that song anywhere. I never performed it anywhere. You understand?
I get what you mean.
It didn't change my situation at the moment whereby I felt like, there are songs which you do, even if it's not your song, but you just find guys calling you for shows. And it's not your song. So that song didn't change me in
okay,
you understand? But it cemented my place in the music industry as one of those guys who I had like a Midas touch. As a serious
influencer.
Yes.
Music influencer.
Yes.
Okay.
At that moment.
Something, so my son, my daughter, give me your patience. I took you from nothing to something, so my daughter, my son, give me your patience. Hata kuwe kuna shida, Bwana Yesu ameshinda, mambo ya anashinda, Bwana Yesu ameshinda, hali yako iwe mbaya, Bwana Yesu ameshinda, kwenye mwanga anapenda, anakupenda. This is Daddy Owen.
It's an integrity, what a pity. For the girls here move looking for the beauty. It's a calamity in the city. We are strong, we are moved on Christianity. Never waste your time in the world is vanity. Jesus is the way leading to eternity. Together we are walk, forever we are tall. And the devil we are kick and we mock and we talk.
So me at that time, Mwanga, those collabos that even if you do, ukifanya mwenyewe unajua tu, this collabo helped me, na unajua unajua hii inanisaidia venye inafaa. But at that time, I was looking for a new direction of what to do. I was studying the industry. And I remember nilikuwa, how can I say it? Ni kama a small depression.
Down sana.
Nilikuwa down sana. Because now nothing was working. Everyone is making moves. You are just there. Things are happening. Hauko anywhere in the scene. Unajua kuna ile yenye unajua this is happening because I did this and this. Na kule zingine unashindwa how did this happen? Because I remember that time hata nomination ya Groove sikupata.
What?
Yeah, that time Kanji was Male Artist of the Year.
Yes. I had, in fact, I had
emoji wa
hata mimi nilikuwa nominated. Sikushinda lakini Masimasika.
I was not even nominated anywhere.
You were not nominated.
Yeah.
When that time won Best Music, you were not nominated.
Emoji were doing great at that time. Kina Zing. Yeah. Emoji were winning like Group of the Year.
Boss.
That time I was nowhere.
You didn't even have one nomination.
Nowhere. For like 2 or 3 years, I was just watching on TV, guys winning TV screens there. So, you see, there and then is very different.
Yes, I am understanding.
You understand, eh? So at that moment, such things matter to you. You're still very young. You need to be on that list.
You've been working.
You need to be on that list.
Umeshatoa album.
But you're not there. You're not there. So you start questioning yourself. You're like, what did I do wrong? Where did it go wrong? My career ilika, from the word go ilikuwa inaka, I'm going places. Then just somewhere, something happened.
That's
right now I'm not even part of, even a nomination. You can be nominated and then you don't win. You're like, exactly. Oh, but at least I got a nod. But this one, there was no even nomination.
I can't believe that. You didn't even have a nomination.
Yeah.
I remember that year because that's the year Groove came back.
Yeah. The year Groove came back, I was nowhere.
Nothing.
Even the following year, I was nowhere.
What?
Yeah.
Owen, you're joking.
I'm so serious, man. Because I remember Kanji won Male Artist of the Year twice.
No, you won it once.
Then there's someone else who won it again.
After that, ndio wewe ulikam kuchukua kitu.
No. I remember there was a year Masimasika alishinanga kitu. The next year nani akashinda? Eunice Njeri. You remember? And that time Groove was partnering with LG.
Yes.
Was it LG or something?
Yes.
So guys were winning TVs. When I came back, there was no TV.
No. But to be honest, people only won TVs for 1 year. That year of Kanji.
Was it 1 year or 2 years?
It was 1 year. I remember that one.
It was not 2 years?
In fact, everybody got upset the next year because, bana, kuna ene. It was only that
So the next year, I think, akukuwa na kita miss. Because me, I remember, there are 2 times I watched Groove on TV and I was not there. I remember very well.
After performing.
Which song?
Both like okay, but let's talk about then the comeback because ulirudi na fujo.
After that,
ulirudi. Sasa naona why you came back the way you came back. Ulikuwa na uwivu.
After that, nilikuwa nikaanza kana kina Kaberere sana because Kaberere now they are recording a masterpiece. Their album was what? For me, the albums that I can collect in the gospel industry. Sina Madeni.
Excellent.
My goodness, that was an album and a half. Because the songs, Ochana Sina Madeni now, the songs inside there. Ah, my goodness. Kera was this, I don't know. That album and Zaidi ya Mziki.
Yeah. Fundi Wambao. What
those two albums
called what?
Zaidi ya Mziki.
Zaidi ya Mziki. Oh yeah, Zaidi ya Mziki.
Those 2 albums.
Insane. Insane.
Those are the albums that I can just collect and listen to them even after 10 years. Just sit down and I'm like, these were masterpieces. When you're like, okay, these are the days when we used to sit down and say, let's do a project. Nowadays guys just record a song, but those days guys are like, let's work on a project. So that time is when Zaidi ya Mziki were recording, and those days kulikuwa na kale kitu kenye when you sit in studio. You go
on the shows, una tease
wase.
Una tease. Do you know how you know about the tease?
Guy.
The tease ndio what made me okoka vizuri.
Wow.
31st December 2004 into 2005. They teased ni wewe.
Ni wewe. Ni wewe baba. Ni wewe. That is those days. So at that moment is when things started changing. I think it's the same time Maximum Melodies came. I think it's the same time.
Also, what was
DNG.
happening? DNG, in fact, was exiting.
But at that period, I remember
Yes.
when DNG was big, Maximum Melodies, when they went
Yes.
to Kora, South
Yes,
Africa, I was nowhere in the scene.
Uliko nalala.
Nilikuwani, things were not working. So I think in 2007, Musha I was like, let me think of something else to do. This music is not working.
What?
Yeah, it's not working for me.
And at this
So-
time, you're right. You're slightly under the shadow of your brother. At this time, nobody's
Not
saying Daddy Owen.
Not
the way
even
they say.
slightly, it was just...
Uliko under the shadow.
Yeah, not even slightly. There's nothing like slightly. So
the big tree.
yeah, so 2007 is when I was like, I started working with an organization which we used to distribute books in high schools. So I started working with Ole Willy. Tukienda kama shule tunapeleka vitabu na nini. So through and through nikaanza ku travel huko nje. Doing crusades nini na nini. So nikaanza ku understand the market out there.
What?
So through my traveling nikaanza tu ku study the market. So end of 2007 to 2008
Ulikuwa shule.
niko tu shule. But you see at that time no one knew again. Ilikuwa ni kama tena nimeanza over again because no one knew who Daddy Owen was. These kids ni kama wamepita hiyo era ya Daddy Owen.
Exactly.
Daddy Owen. So it's like I'm introducing myself again to these kids.
But reinvented.
You understand? So these kids, even when I used to walk, you know, it's weird. I had this high whereby even walking in the streets, everyone knew who Daddy Owen was. Then I hit a dip that even Paranga Matatu, no one knew who Daddy Owen was.
Industry rough. Kenyan industry rough.
Yeah. So when I meet young guys right now, they're telling me, oh, mziki work na angalia na shindo, hey, unajua mziki kweli. Na mko na platform ya social media nowadays. Sisi ilikuwa when it's not working, it's not working. There's no excuse. You can't fake numbers. You can't fake numbers. You couldn't fake numbers.
You can't fake airplay.
You can't fake airplay. You couldn't. As in, impossible. So that time really helped me because it's the same time now is like I relocated, partially relocated to Eldoret.
To LD.
So going to Eldoret, Ole Willy told me Bishop Ben Bahati has a studio. So he comes, studio, iko wapi? Akanambia, let's go. We went there. If you came in the studio like this, I met a guy called Edu. And I'm like, I know this Edu. We used to work with him at Lamson. So in Eldoret now, akaanza kujita Dr. Eddie. You guys? So eventually we're like, now, so we work on something. So Edu was like, what do you want us to work on? Nikamwambia, there's a song I'd recorded, nilikuwa nimemeneo CD. The song I'd recorded, but hatuko tumemaliza. I was working with a guy, akuja akarekodi kidogo, akahepa akaenda. Hakumaliza. But for me, now that nimetembea, I know what Kenyans want. So he was like, let me play the song, let me listen to it. So I played the song to him. So akasikia akasema, I know why this guy ran away. Nikamza kwa nini akaniambia, this is like two songs, you're trying to merge them. And this is impossible. Nikamwambia, it can't be impossible. I think it's possible. So the guy was like, why do you want to do this song? I was like, right now, Kenyans love, you know that time Kapuka was like everything. Kenyans want Kapuka. But for me, I want to transit from Kapuka kidogo and take them to a bit of Lingala. So it's like you're trying to merge two genres in one song. So the guy was like, how can we do this? Nikamwambia, I think we can.
You ndio nimekuletea. Figure it out. Hiyo ndio kazi yako.
Tulingangana studio.
What?
Wingangana. Yani it was like a project mnathinka mathematics. Because mmemeki beat ya mwisho, mmemeki beat ya kwanza, but you're missing this joint. This thing that will join this song to become one song. And you know, it's a song that the tempo changes. So if a DJ akianza kucheza Kapungala inaanza na 98. But time anamaliza ako 104, 106. So you know, DJs wanapanga song wanajuanga hizi songs zote za 98. So the producer was like, you'll be missing the DJs because the DJs will be like, I have a list of 98.
Sasa ingine ndio.
Huwezi peleka watu 104 tena DJ kama next song amepanga ni 98, arudina kutoka 104 to 98. Nikamwambia, then let's revolutionize this music industry. I remember very nikamwambia, let's revolutionize it. Let's be the first one to give DJs headache. Kama umezoea kwa lazy, let's make them work so hard. So Dr. Eddie was like, in fact akatoka akaenda tukarudi kesho yake. So that a bit of
yes, it changes.
Kwanza ile part ya hiyo.
Yeah.
It's so hard. It was so hard. You don't even understand. Before you figure hiyo tunaranda hiyo yo
yes,
cause you know tunapiga tunaingia that was so hard.
It was
because you know umetoka chorus maneno za umbea na fitina zote mimi tupa nyuma ananemo nasi kara kumba zote mimi everything is so yani tempo iko too hapo. So you have to change to
yes, exactly.
It's so hard. So you have to look for that jointer. That joint.
And it was that thing that now. And then, but yani you've left one song which was very crucial to connect in this one.
So what people don't understand, by the time I'm starting to work on Kapungala, hata afunge manja tuja record.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, when the Lena story was.
So the moment we are moving around with Ole Willy is when now we decided, Ole Willy was like, I want us to do a song.
When you have the gift of holding a song, you held Kapungala for that long?
Too long.
You started with Kapungala, but you...
It was a project. In fact, before we went to Dr. Eddie, I had started with Busy B at Lamson Studio.
This system ya Kapungala, the song that we now know.
Yeah.
Hey boss, you have a gift of patience.
So, Ole Willy was like, let's go to who is that guy you feel like can record this song, Ama can do this song? Because when I moved to LD, that's the first time I moved to LD, is when now we started discussion with Ole Willy, we want to do a song. So he was like, can you write a chorus? So, eventually, that's when now we decided we want to go to RK. Now after a very long time, we decided to go to RK and record this song. And the chorus was different. The song was like, halali yaona mazuri mabaya yako, halali yaona
Na msichukue hiyo ngoma. Nakuona wewe, Mati.
So that was the chorus.
Mati
But ilifika studio like this. When RK was like, now who's going in first? When the beat was just playing, I was like, no, I want to change this chorus. Everyone was like, oh, why do you want to change it? I was like, no, I think I've gotten a better one. So I was like, Danko, come. That's how we changed that song. And that's how we recorded that song. And that song, I think, is a song that started now,
Phase
like
2.
the second revival.
The phase 2 of Daddy Owen.
Yes.
Mambo yote hata yale yamefichika ananiona. Umekosa chakula, mavazi, hata pesa, kodi ya nyumba, karo ya shule, hata mchumba. Unadhani sasa dunia imefika mwisho.
Because
it was so big.
it's amazing because when you read that song, I think there are songs, with my experience in the industry, there are songs you release, if it's a song that you release alone like this, it won't go far. But you have like 2 or 3 songs backing it up, the bars that will be around you at that moment will make this song go further. So Afungi Macho was one of those songs. If I just release Afungi Macho alone without Kapungala following it up, I don't think Afungi Macho will become bigger than how it was.
You feel it became big because you released after that
yes. You see, after that there was a buzz around Daddy Owen. So you find any song that Daddy Owen has released at this moment, guys will love it. The same thing that is happening right now even with Wasafi. You'll find that you get the point, eh? Just because there's a buzz behind these guys.
Milk your buzz.
You understand, eh? The same at Ogopa time. You'll find during Ogopa time, there are songs which were great songs, but there are songs which they are not good songs.
But they still got the time, airplane time.
You get the wave was happening at that time. So Afungi Macho, it's a song because at that time, songs were changing, music was changing. There was a transformation in the music industry. So Afungi Macho was not that strong. It was not that strong. It was a song that was very big, mostly in the churches, but not mainstream. Because at that time, I remember it's when now gospel tulikuwa tumeanza kuingia mainstream full swing. It was not like kati 1-1, you know. During Akina Raf, it was just like maybe a song, but not like the artists.
But let me say, part of the songs that was part of the gospel takeover, call it what it was, to the gospel takeover.
Yes.
I remember it very clearly because I was good friends with Pinya at the time.
Yes.
Still am. Mta Mentality.
Yes.
From us, our stable.
Yes.
The song which penetrated was Mta Mentality.
Yes.
Then System ya Kapungala.
Yes.
But System ya Kapungala hit like, and after that it was over.
Yes.
After System ya Kapungala, every gospel was now Pelekea Pinye. Those boys had taken and they had gotten lucky as well. MOG.
Yes.
MOG.
Yes.
Even BMF slightly there was some I live for you. But after Kapungala came,
that was like a real takeover.
It was kila mtu tuingie.
Yes. So Afungi Macho ili ride on the fame ama the buzz around the artist at that moment. Because I remember those days, if any of your song is nominated,
it's over.
And there's a buzz around you, you're so sure you're going to carry it. You understand? Even if the song is not amazing, but you're just so sure you're going to. Because even Afungi Macho won, I think, video of the year.
It's like I say, the best video in 2005, I don't care what anybody says, was In the Name of Jesus. But Fundi Wambao won. Fundi Wambao was a rubbish video.
You get my point, eh?
But it's
because at that moment they were riding on the bars.
Yeah.
So those songs. Because I remember that after that, because even Kapungala, it was just so weird. When I recorded Kapungala, I came back with it to Nairobi. So one day I met Njugush. They had just started Power FM or Power Radio or something.
With Homeboys.
Yeah. So I was like, able to listen to this song, tell me how it is. Nikampatia CD akasikia. Those days CD liko ukiingiza kwa laptop ina rip ngoma or something. You remember those days? Ina rip immediately. Ukiingiza tu CD ina tu rip. So ili rip your song. And then ilikuwa so hard there, some laptops ilikuwa sijui wezi cheza kama CD iko. Lazima urip kwanza ndio ucheze. Those I can't even remember. So this guy alirip the song before they fully mastered. Akaipeleka kwa radio. Yani alisikia hivi immediately akicheza kwa radio. Immediately. And I was like, what? See, can I wacha nilete the real master? Eventually nikaleta master. Now master kwa CD ya master kulikuwa na Tobina. Njugush now aka release before sijapanga kuirelease. Mimi nasikia nimepata Njugush master, nasikia ananiambia hiyo ngoma nyingine umetoa ni noma, namba gani? Kapunga namba pana. Hiyo ingine gani? Hiyo ingine ya Lingala. I'm like, Njugush ametoa hiyo ngoma, Njugush akatu wacha iende. Because those days hakukuwa na formula, hakukuwa na strategy, hakukuwa ati now I'm planning to do this. Hakukuwa na, and everything was just let it go, let it flow, let's do music, let's enjoy, let's do the word. Let's just preach.
So Tobina, kwa sababu umemention. So okay, no, in fact, kwanza system ya Kapungala, that changes everything.
Oh my goodness, Kapungala now changed everything. Because the day I knew Kapungala was big, is someone called me from a club. Na haongei. Na sero kile nasikia ngoma inaimba. Unajua mimi najua baseline yangu naijua tu. So ndio nikamuzani nini ulikuwa umenicall jana kananiambia nilikuwa kwa club maana hiyo ngoma inacheza. Nikasema ngoma yangu inacheza kwa club.
Crossing over now.
Do you know what I did? I looked for Jaguar. Nikaenda nikamit Jaguar. Jaguar kananiambia unajua hii ngoma ni noma sana. Jaguar tulikuwa maneiba hapo Buru. Jaguar kananiambia twende to make copies of your CD. Alafu anipeleke kwa clubs zote Nairobi.
Wow.
Tulizunguka club zote Nairobi na Jaguar. So tunafika, Jaguar anaingia ndani, anaita DJ anamleta nje, anamintroduce anamwambia huyu ndo Daddy Owen, ndo mwenye ngoma, uende ucheze. DJ anakwambia ngoja tu hapo usikie kama uko hapo.
Oh, usiku.
At night. What of getting mchana?
Me I thought it's during the day.
Night.
Hey, by the way, DJs are not even there.
The whole week na Jaguar.
What?
Tulizunguka, mimi sikuwa najua club yote Nairobi, sikuwa najua hata Jaguar alikuwa anajua everyone kwa clubs. Jaguar alizungusha clubs zote Nairobi. Jaguar alinizungusha sana hiyo ngoma. That's how Kapungala iligawa club zote.
Rudi na kutia tope zote mina tupa nyuma. Hata kuna na kukata waya zote mina tupa nyuma. Kunoga na kudona zote mina tupa nyuma. Ulevi mina tupa nyuma. Nikimfuata Yesu, nipate mimi. Nikimfuata Yesu, oneni tukiso. Nikimfuata Yesu, nipate mimi. Nikimfuata Yesu, fuata nyayo zangu. Nikimfuata Yesu, nipate mimi. Nikimfuata Yesu, nipate mimi. Nikimfuata Yesu, nipate mimi. Nikimfuata, hey. Ninapenda watoto, ninapenda kuimba, ninapenda kuenda church na kuomba ndimi nitakata. Ninapenda kutoa, ninapenda kusifu, ninapenda kuenda church na kuomba ndimi nitakata.
when you distributed system ya Kapungala to the clubs?
My friend, as in mwambe wase vitu zingine lazima ziko intentional. There are things that will never change without you stepping forward and saying, this is what I want to do, and I must show you how passionate I am about it.
You know, sometimes God's given us the opportunity, but tunakaa tu. I love what you're saying, because how many guys with hit singles have done what you've done? And then everybody's like, hey, Daddy Owen unacheza kwa club. Oh, Masiko unacheza kwa club. Yes, sometimes it goes on its own. Sometimes ni ukweli.
Yeah. You see, for us at that time, it was never happening.
It was never happening.
No!
It was not. It only happened for Kunadawa.
Yes.
Exactly.
And akisema atakubariki.
Jamaima.
And me at that time, I'm not at that level.
Nice.
So I was like,
unajijua?
Yeah.
You're not embarrassed to say I'm not at that level.
Yeah. I was not at that level. So I was like, why should I wait for it to happen?
I love it.
You understand? Let me push the envelope. Let me make it happen. So I went. Ask Jago that story. Jago atakwambia story.
Jago lazima atakuja huko.
So we went.
But atakuja tu.
It was amazing. It was amazing because after that kulikuwa na wave ya Kapungala everywhere around the country.
You've forgotten the video. Even the video creativity ukaplay na hiyo kitu ya TPF.
Video ilikuwa drama. Yani video, you know those days.
Sisimika.
You
guys used to work with them a lot.
Because there was a deal. You know, at that time, I didn't have money. So Sisimka, at that time, they were doing shows. This is my wash and sales kwa TV. They were doing shows.
Briefcasing.
Yes. So Sisimka, Chris alikuwa na passion. He wanted like to give back by doing videos for guys. But at the same time, he was like, I can't do it just for free.
Yeah.
As in, I can, at least guys should chip in something small. So Chris was like, Owen, me I'll be doing videos for you for like a certain amount, but if you get more artists, tell them I'll charge them this. You understand? Because he had guys he had to pay, you know, all those things.
Yeah.
So we had like a mutual understanding with them. So all my videos were done by Sisimka. At the same time, I used to take guys to Sisimka.
I know. Okay, nice.
Yeah, understand?
Nashville.
Yes. So all of them I used to take them to Sisimka. But then they pay. But for me, it's like, just pay this guy, lipa mtu mkono, lipa gari, eka mafuta, you know those things. So Kapungala, Chris, you know Chris is this, because I'm a industry TV shows for long. So it was more like, we must have like a small script before we do like the performance shot and all that. So we really tried. Those days, such a video was not a joke. Doing such a video was not a joke. Yeah. And the Kapungala video did really well. Really well. And that album was amazing because I remember after I did Kapungala, when the success of Kapungala just started like this, I went back to LD.
I call this this series, this season right now, I call it the explosion of Daddy Owen.
Yes.
Because I've never seen another artist again till today release this many songs.
Yes.
But nimeona hii 5-course meal ya Emory Hotel imekuja. So let's pause right here.
Chakula.
Bye. Twende to dish. No, kuko. Twende to dish. Alafu turudi. That's why we shoot at the Emory, because we were talking for 5 hours. Lazima ukule vizuri lakini.
It's
about 2 hours.
Serious?
2 hours.
Na mimi naongea basi.